Hi everybody, this is Osprey from mychartcoach.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at the industrial waste and disposal services. All right, that we're going to look at that sector, the industrial waste sector. We're going to look at stocks in that sector that are starting to they're trying to reverse. So there's possibly some uptrends, and there's actually one stock that's breaking out higher. So let's look first at waste management, ticker symbol WM. Okay, so it closed up 1.3%. Notice RSI's at 52, so it's in the bull zone, and you have 64 on Fasto. So they're both in the bull zone, and the bullish development on Friday was the close above that middle Bollinger Band, currently at 85.03. So if it can stay above 85 and then break 86, that's the 50-day simple moving average at 85.88, that'll signal it's ready to head higher. And then you could see it run up here to test this 87 resistance zone. That was the open here on the 15th. And so going forward, hold 85, break 86, that should lead to a run to 87. Fail to hold on to 85 support, and it should drop back down there to test the EMA 4 and EMA 13. It needs to stay above this 100-day simple moving average down here at 82.66. If that level failed to hold, that would signal downside risk. Now it's above that middle Bollinger Band at 85. It needs to stay above that level to get a new uptrend going. So it's right between two key levels right now, and so it's going to be really interesting at the beginning of the week to see if it can hold support and break resistance. Now waste management, it looks like it's the it's the best options trader out of the industrial waste sector, at least the ones that I have looked at. It has the best volume and the best open interest, and so it also delivered the best percentage gain. So it looks like it's the most liquid of the option of the stocks in that sector that do trade options. So keep an eye on WM, yeah, if you look at WCN, as you can see, they trade options as well. It's just that the volume was very light on Friday, but it did make a very strong move. As you can see here, you have RSI at 55, and then Fasto up here at 78. And so what's going on is it closed above that middle Bollinger Band, and it did close above the 50-day simple moving average and the 100-day simple moving average. So if it stays above 70, a new uptrend should begin. And then what you'd be looking for if you're a bull is a run back up here to this recent high close, which is 73.25. That would be the target. So if it drops down below 70, that's going to be a red flag and signal it's not ready to go. If it can stay above 70 and break 71 resistance, that's the open here on Thursday, then that should signal that it wants to head higher. So keep an eye on WCN for a possible new uptrend starting. Okay, check out RSG here. The chart's starting to heat up again. You want to see RSI get above 50 and Fasto stay above 50 if you're a bull. Notice that minus DI, this red line crossed the black line to the downside. That's signaling the bulls are heating up. But they're not out of the woods yet. Okay, so it's got some work to do here on the chart. It did close above the gold line right here, which is the 100-day simple moving average at 65.11. So you want to see RSG stay above 65 if you're a bull, and then the next target will be up here at the middle Bollinger Band, the dotted purple line, and the green line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. And if it can close above 66.50, that's going to be your signal that a possible new uptrend is beginning. And then you're looking for it retracing back up to that 69 resistance zone. Now if it fails to hold 65 support and then it drops back down here, it has to hold this 200-day simple moving average currently at 64.32. Okay, it'll no longer be in play for a long trade if it drops below. If it breaks below 64 support, that's going to put the puts in play for a drop down to the 300-day simple moving average at 62.50. Now if you look at CWST here, now this is the one that's breaking out. Very interesting. It does trade options, although the options volume was very light. As you can see here, there's only 150,000 shares traded on Friday, but it did close up 2%. This is interesting. It closed above high close horizontal resistance on Friday. As you can see, it's already above the middle Bollinger Band. It's already above all the moving averages. If you look over here on the left, you could see the 300-day simple moving average is way down at 1674, the blue line, and then you've got the 200 200-day simple moving average at 1868, 100-day simple moving average at 21 right here, and then you have the 50-day simple moving average up here at 2350. And so it's currently trading above all the moving averages. It's above the middle Bollinger Band. It's in the bullish upper Bollinger Band channel, and then it closed above high close horizontal resistance, which was the closing price on the 25th of January. And so that is signaling more upside potential. You keep in mind, though, look at all the green volume bars in a row. When you get a lot of green volume bars in a row, you have to be on the lookout for it cooling down. But this is signaling more upside potential, and what you want to see now is a break above this recent high, which was the open here on the 24th, and so you want to see a break above that level. Now if it pulls back here, you want to see this closing price on the 25th of January turn into support. You want to see it stay above that line. If it dropped back below that line, you know, it could form a double top here and drop back down to trust that 25 support. It needs to hold the middle Bollinger Band currently at 25.15 in order to keep this uptrend going. Okay, if you look at the, you know, when a stock is breaking out like this on the daily chart, we'd like to look further out to find resistance, and this is really breaking out. You know, I had to go past the weekly chart and use a monthly chart. So each candle on this chart represents one whole month of trading. Okay, so this is, each candle is 1 month of trading, and as you can see here, you know, this is up here is with the current share price at 26.43, and if you look down here, you know, we're at 2018. You know, you have to go all the way back to this level right here, which is down in 1999. Okay, so the last time that this stock CWST has hit these levels is in 1999, and this was a top. You know, this 2650 level was a top back then, and so it's going to be a big level to break if it can close above that for a month. For the month, now keep in mind this month's candle will not set until the closing bell at the end of the month. You know, then it could continue this uptrend. It's filling the jar. You know, it's heading back to the. It looks like the you know, these the highs from back in 1998. You know, as you can see here, it's working its way back to this level, and it's what we call filling the jar. You know, it dropped all the way down to the low down here, and then now it's working its way all the way back up. Now if it stalls out at this 26 level, it could cool down. Keep in mind this pink line here is EMA4. And notice how every single candle has been above that level since, you know, for 2016. You know, and so this has been holding for 2 years straight. This has been a sweet long-term swing trade. You know, this is a stock you could hold long-term and just been riding because it's been bullish the entire time since 2016. And so you could have even gone down in 2015 on the bottom here, but at $4. So this has been a dream play. So this is just showing you that waste management is, and this waste and disposal services is a sector that's really hot. Okay, if you look at Clean Harbors here, CLH, this actually, okay, it does trade options, even though the options volume was very light. As you can see here, it's bouncing off of the bottom here. You know, it had the lower wick. It got back above EMAs 4, 8, and 13. Notice how the pink line is crossing over the lime line. Okay, so that's an early reversal signal. You have the PSAR bull flip, the green dots flip below the candles, and now it's got a lot of, you know, resistance here that it needs to work through. But because you have the middle Bollinger Band, which is the 20-day simple moving average, you have the 20, 50, 100, 200, and 300-day simple moving averages all lined up between 53 and 55.25. And so once it gets above that 55.25 level, it'll be in the clear, and then it could run back up to 57. Now keep in mind it's going to be really tough to break through these levels, and it could take some time. And so, you know, stalling out at 53, you know, it's currently in the bearish lower Bollinger Band channel. It's in a downtrend, and so you'll know if the bears have taken back control if it drops back below EMA4 at 51.53. A drop below 51.50 would be a red flag, making it a risk to hold long. Okay, if you look at ADSW here, okay, this doesn't trade options. It's very light volume, but as you can see here, it did close above the middle Bollinger Band here, and so it could be getting another uptrend going. So keep an eye on ADSW. You know, this 24.40 level will be the big level to break. The key level to hold is 23.83, and then finally I'm going to leave you with AQMS, and so this is a penny stock in the sector. I recommend for the penny stock traders, look for stocks that are in the sector and check out the charts. This will be a good one to scan for this week, because they have been heating up. And as you could see here, it closed above the 50-day simple moving average on Monday of last week, and then it made the high on Tuesday, pulled back. It's holding the EMA 4 at 275. That's a key level to hold, and that high close from the 13th is the key level to break. It closed right at that again at $3. If it can get above that, then it's the 100-day simple moving average at 332. That's the big level to turn into support. We'll see if that can get tested next week. If it closes below 275, that EMA 4, that'd just be a signal that it's cooling down, and it might drop back down to test that 50-day simple moving average and middle Bollinger Band. As long as those levels hold, this new uptrend should continue. This had been in a long downtrend, and now it's reversing. Notice the giant volume last week. So many times volume precedes price. So we'll see if it can bust through 330 and head higher. So keep an eye on AQMS. All right, thank you very much for viewing this video. If you'd like to learn more about charts and technical analysis, come check out our chat. I'll post the link to the chat below the YouTube video. Okay, thank you.